Hi, I'm the PC Expert Amateur, and we're going to take a look at the FSP model CF12S PWM. I think it's PWM. It's a pretty slow fan. Nope, it's not PWM. It's three pin. All right, well, this one actually came with a box, unlike that CJY one. All right, it does come with the adapter, so you can plug the fan into the power supply. It comes with the screws. And for those of you who are not familiar with my goal here, it is to try to find less expensive fans for those of you who are on a budget, that, you know, fans that might otherwise escape people's notice. But I do also review moderate and some of the expensive fans, although I do have a limit to how much I'm willing to spend, which is getting smaller and smaller because I've spent way too much money on fans, air coolers, and water coolers. And I do have a small collection of keyboards, as well as a couple of other odds and ends. Small collection. I've got 7 different keyboards, and I'm currently testing this Realtree Bow keyboard right now. I guess we'll find out how it goes soon enough. But this is the fan. It seems to be their signature colors are black and medium gray. 3-pin connector. So let's find out what kind of noise it makes. Hopefully none. That would be, well, actually, it's only going to go up to 1,000 RPM, so it shouldn't be noisy. It should be darned quiet. But let's find out. Oh, I totally forgot. Totally forgot. This has got blue LEDs built into it. So you're using a certain amount of your power. Now on my screen it looks purple, but in person it looks blue. So I don't know what you're seeing, but it is actually blue, not purple. So let's go ahead and get this down to the minimum. That's what it looks on the back, like on the back side. Wow, except for the fact the shutter effect. See if I can get a little bit lower. It is quite quiet right now, so that's good. Wow, this has got a pretty good range. All right. Now, I can't hear anything except for when the fan actually, except for when the fan actually hits the microphone foam. And that is actually moving on its own. I actually restarted it by spinning it, which, you know, it's interesting. Let me give it a little bit more juice, though, just to make sure it stays moving. All right. Aside from a very quiet rubbing sound, wispy rubbing sound, it's very quiet so far. Now there's a low rumble. Okay, and that's maximum speed. And it's very quiet. It's quite likely to be like 16 to 18, I'm guessing. According to the box, it's 20. So this is really very quiet. Now, as far as static pressure, though, very, very little. So this fan is, for anything other than exhaust on the case, it's pretty much useless. The pressure is very minimal, even this close. So it's like 0.2 maybe, I guess. Yeah, it's not impressive at all. But, you know, hey, if you're looking for an exhaust fan that is extremely quiet, this one will get the job done, I guess. Maybe as long as we can say that, as long as the computer isn't getting too hot, that is. Now, if you've got a hot CPU, like one of those crappy 13th or 14th gen Intel CPUs that are displaying all kinds of problems and challenging all kinds of heaters, then you know that you might not want to use this fan. But if you're looking at a cooler, like an AMD 7000 X3D or something like that, this will be fine. I just wouldn't use it on a cooler of any kind. So, yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the specs. All right, so the FSP technology incorporated CF12S, and I don't know where I got that 11 from. Oh, man. Sorry, I've got a cut on my thumb from a fan yesterday, and I just rubbed it open somehow. I don't actually see the 11 on here now, so I'm not really sure where I got that from. So I'm just going to erase that because it just doesn't seem to make sense. Anyways, this is a $12 fan. So, you know, personally for me, given the companies out there that provide fans that are more powerful than this fan at a lower price than this, such as, of course, Arctic, I don't really see any point in using this fan. But, you know, I don't know, maybe it goes with your color scheme. Maybe you want something that's very quiet like this one is. It's made in China, 120 by 25, 30,000 hours of life. So, you know, that's not very long. 2-year warranty, however. It's 155 grams, 9 blades, 105 millimeters between the blade, the mounting holes, I'm sorry. Maximum RPMs of 1,000. With a variance of plus or minus 15%, 39.4 CFMs of airflow, and like I said, I think it's like 0.2 millimeters of water or static pressure. 20 decibels, I think that's kind of generous. I think it's actually lower than that, so I'll just give it a green. 52 centimeter long cable, no daisy chaining or sleeving, 3-pin DC connector, sleeve bearings. So this is a fan that is going to get noisier the older it gets, and eventually if it is maintainable, and I can't say whether it is maintainable or not, but if you can actually remove the impeller from the motor and relubricate the motor, you can get this to last longer than 30,000 hours. So when you notice it's getting kind of obnoxiously loud or it's slowing down, that would be a great time to do it, if it is even possible to do that without breaking it when you try. It does have indicators of direction of rotation and flow. 12 volts, 1.8 watts, 0.15 amps, so not too bad there. It turns in a clockwise direction, comes with the 4 screws, and that MolXD to the 2-pin connector for the power supply. Thank you to Grindler, aka Lawrence Abrams, who is the owner of Bleeping Computer, for consenting to allow me to put my results in text form on Bleeping Computer's forums, as well as linking to my videos. Please visit Bleeping Computer, support them, make use of them. They're a valuable resource that's been around for 20 years, and they deserve support. They have lots of resources. You can learn about cybersecurity from them. You can get help with malware on your computer. You can get help with all kinds of stuff. They have a range of volunteers who help people who come there for advice, and they're very knowledgeable people for the most part, and some of them are very, very, very helpful. Old Sod has been very helpful to me over the years that I have asked for input on things, and so thank you to Bleeping Computer. Thank you to the volunteers on Bleeping Computer. Also, thank you to my peers on other tech forums who are so kind as to provide me with input, suggestions, feedback, and so on. I really appreciate it, but my greatest thanks goes out to Bleeping Computer because you are my text home, I guess you could say. All right, thanks also to all my viewers and subscribers. Appreciate you guys. Please like, subscribe, and share. Have a great day.